Hi, welcome. In this video, we're going to see how to enrich our vocabulary. We all know that we need words to speak, and the right way to communicate with somebody, we must be enriched in vocabulary. That's evident. Now, before we get into this session, I just want you to take up an activity to see how you are enriched so far in your life. So take a moment to answer these questions with a pen and a paper. Each of these phrases contains one italicized word. Check the closest definition of each such word. Now you have 1 minute to take up this test. You have 10 questions and then you can answer it very well. Now that you have answered it, let's check. It's just to self-examine yourself. Now that you have examined yourself, you pretty much know that words are very important. Now we'll take up the next activity similar to this, but little different from the first one. Look at this. Decide whether the word in column B is the same in meaning as the word in column A, or opposite or different. So you must mark either S or O or D. For an example, love, hate. If it is similar, you should mark S. If it is opposite, you should mark O. If it is totally different, two different words, then you're going to mark D. So it is S, O or D, and you have 30 seconds to go. So this one, love and hate, it's exactly the opposite. So you must only mark O. So let's take up the test now. Look at the column A and look at the column B. For an example, the first one, sweet, saw. So that is an exact opposite. So you must be writing D for that. Likewise, go ahead with the rest of the 9 words. I hope you have evaluated yourself. Don't bother about the score now, it's just the beginning. Now we'll learn how to enrich your vocabulary, how to go about it. Now assume that you have 1,000 words in English language. You will definitely have more, but just this is a rough calculation. Now don't bother about this 1,000. Suppose for an example, you know only 750 words in English language. That varies from person to person. Someone who is very good at English may know 800 or even 900. Someone who is not so much associated with it might only know maybe 500 to 600 words. Don't bother about it now, it varies from person to person, but assume that you know 750 words. And even in the inner circle, if you just check, you only know 500 words. Don't bother about 1,000 words, as I mentioned you earlier. Now bother about how to get this 500 words, make that 600, make that 700. Do you know what you must be doing? Don't bother about 1,000 words. Now you already know 750 words. Those 250 words which you are not using it, try to make use of it. Now how to do that? Either you can follow a daily activity from the moment that you got up from the bed till you go to sleep. Just analyze what you have been doing and start maintaining a diary. We will also be doing the regular activities throughout our life. Now what is my point is, when you wanted to write something, you will be looking out for the synonyms of that word. You won't be using it, the words again and again. Try to increase the number of words in the inner circle. Automatically, when you listen to a lot of conversations in English, when you start speaking to somebody in English, this will automatically be increased. 750 will go up to 850, and then when you read, when you listen to conversations in English, automatically those 1,000 words will also be increasing to 1,200 words, 1,400 words, and slowly you will be a person who can effectively communicate to somebody. This is one effective method to enrich your vocabulary. Thank you so much for patient listening. We will see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.